Yes.
Wait, do you know who Stacy is? And so, it's not a handshake, but it's called. It's something that people do. It's like a handshake, and you go up, hands together, and then
Are they coming? Where are they? They're still over there. All right, they're walking away. Walking away? Go ahead. At this point, let's welcome our teams to the turf. First of all, from Ridge Road East, under the direction of head coach Jason Johnson, assistant coaches Jeremy Bazzelli, Andrew Bonanno, Al Belkane, Sharon Brown Wallace, and Austin Fram. We have the Eastridge Lancers.
It's Rivalry Saturday here on the Varsity Media Sports Network as Crosstown Schools Eastridge and Irondequoit get set to go head-to-head in a Section 5 football matchup. Hello, everybody, and welcome to our live stream broadcast from Irondequoit High School. I'm Ray Sullivan, joined by my partner, as usual, Joel Balthaser. And, Joel, we couldn't have two more opposite starts to a season for these teams. Irondequoit is 0-3 coming in, and Eastridge is 3-0 and looking very, very strong.
And we'll talk about Eastridge first. You're right. They are playing some of the best football in Section 5, 3-0 on the season, and they've been beating teams in convincing fashion. We'll take a look at some of the explosive players they have around them. I mean, it starts with their quarterback, Sharon Davis. He controls the game. He makes things happen. But around him, Ruben Torres, Jalen Hanna, he's got weapons everywhere. And this team has put up over 400 yards per game. But as we see this last clip, one of the biggest changes they've made, improvements they've made, is on defense, playing really well, and that's also been a really big key to their success so far. Yeah, those athletes at the skill positions really set them apart so far this year. And as I said, Irondequoit is still looking for their first win of the season. It's been a challenge for Eagles head coach Dan Fichter. He has 19 new starters on this team. 19 new starters. I mean, you think about that for any team to lose 19 out of 22 starters from a year ago. And then you look at who those starters were. You got Freddie June, you got Jaden Turner, you got Patrick Thomas. I mean, those are some big-time names. Kids who are playing in college right now. Kids that are playing not only in college, but playing really well in college. So that's a tough task. These guys are young, and, you know, Coach Fichter just wants to see improvement week in and week out. And I think he's seeing that so far. Absolutely. He told me that today. He told us that today, that he feels like it's obviously been a difficult start to the season. They've played that really tough early schedule, but he feels like the best is yet to come for this team, and I'm sure that he's hoping that that's what we're going to see today. Time to take a quick break, Joel. We'll be back with the kickoff of today's game. You're watching Section 5 football on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Stand up down there. Take out your head. Stand up.
Yeah. Yeah. Set me free and give me death, there ain't no other choices. When I lay down to go to sleep, I keep on hearing voices. Little whispers in my head, man, is you fake or loyal? Why no water, death designer, baby, pick your poison. These little demons living underneath my bed creeping. And when you hear the sound of the drum, we'll be saying, here we come. Yeah, here we come. Hey, here we come. Here we come. Here we come. Yeah, here we come. Hey, here we come. Hey, here we come. Here we come.
Still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Welcome back to our coverage of Section 5 football here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Today, it's the Battle of Irondequoit as the Eastridge Lancers visit the Irondequoit Eagles. And Joel, you would think Eastridge might run away with this one, 3-0 against 0-3, but it's a rivalry game, and anything can happen. We know that.
Their big rivalry every year, East versus West. Both these teams always get up for this game, so I don't expect a runaway game on either side. You might see it on paper, but I expect Irondequoit to come and play a big game against their big-time rival. And just a few years ago, Coach Jason Jobson let us know that, you know, they were kind of in the same position where they thought they'd have an easy win over Irondequoit, and you know, they might not have brought their A game, and they ended up losing that game. So he wants to avoid falling into that trap again today, and move to 4-0 and not look past Irondequoit.
And when I spoke to him yesterday, he was well aware of that. That game, that specific game, was in the front of his mind.
Yeah.
And that's what he was telling me, and that he was not going to make that mistake or let that happen again with this group. So I've got to believe that his kids are coming out ready to go. What we're hoping is that that Danny Fichter is right when he says we still have not seen the best of his Irondequoit team, and that they're going to make a game of this.
I think he's got a good point there. I think, every week, like we talked about before, you just want improvement. You want improvement, and you want to see some of these new faces, not making the same mistakes and improving different areas of their game. So it just takes time. Unfortunately, they just hit a year that they have so much turnover, and then losing a key piece of their defense in the first game of the year didn't help things either. So it's as we see him out there at the kickoff, it's one of the team captains today, number 50, Ronnie Garrow. That's always a tough guy to lose such early part of the season, but I expect to see this Irondequoit team come out fired up and give Eastridge all they can handle.
Looks like Eastridge will receive the kick, and Irondequoit is going to be kicking off to start the game here as we finish the handshakes at midfield and get ready to kick this one off. It is a nice day for football. A little warm for this time of year, probably in the 80s right now, but overcast and pretty much football weather. Maybe more like football weather in North Carolina or South Carolina at this time of the year.
Yes, doesn't feel like upstate New York, does it?
No.
But, we will take it. Pushing 80 degrees almost in October. A couple weeks we might be singing a different tune, so we will enjoy it. I'm sure the players will. You're right, it's a little warm. But let's hang on to this weather as long as we can. Listen to us complaining about warm weather. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that would like to shoot us, actually. But now, as we get ready to start the game here, both teams taking the field. As I mentioned, Irondequoit is going to kick off. Eastridge's offense, which has been just explosive is the word, they're going to get the first crack at this, and this could be critical to the way this game is going to go. We're going to see right away how this Irondequoit defense is going to handle this Lancer offense. Yeah, look at Eastridge on offense, almost 1,000 yards of rushing to their opponents, just over 300. So you see right away where they want to excel. And here we go. Going to have a return here. And just across the 20-yard line,
That was Matt Brantley with a nice return there, and the Lancers offense will get started at the 24-yard line. Sharon Davis, number 2, is the Lancer quarterback. He's having a great season. He is starting for the first time, full-time starter this year for the first time, and Coach Jobson has really liked what he's seen from him. Says he is running this offense exactly the way he wants it run. There's a handoff to Brantley. A lot of blue jerseys there to meet him, but Brantley's going to fall forward and pick up maybe 4 yards or so.
We got a sideline warning already.
Yeah, that just means the kids are hyped up.
That means the kid's hyped up. No, Coach Victor and his staff are hyped up. So
absolutely,
no harm, no foul there.
Right. So 2nd down, 6 for Eastridge. Referee winds the clock. Davis has two wide receivers split to his left and right. There's a handoff again to Brantley. This time he cuts it back against the grain, sneaks his way through, and he is going to be just short, it looks like, just short of a first down. He picked up about 5 more there. And nope, they are going to give it to him. They're going to call it a first down. Looked like a pretty good spot, I guess, for Eastridge.
Yeah, good spot. I think that's going to be a key for today is the tackling by this Irondequoit defense. These offensive players for Eastridge are so hard to bring down. You got to have some sure tackles today to keep them out of the end zone.
Got 4 wide receivers on the field right now for Sharon Davis, 2 on each side. Again, though, he hands off to Brantley. It's working so far, and this time the Irondequoit defense is ready for it, and they stopped that for no gain. Good-looking job by the front line there.
Yeah, good push there. They kind of surrounded the ball carrier and able to keep him to a minimal gain.
Might have picked up a half a yard there, so it's going to be 2nd down and long. Sharon Davis looking to the sidelines. The Lancers signal their plays in. 3 wide receivers to the left right now, 1 to the right. Davis, little screen pass out to the left. Nice move out there by Jalen Hanna, and he's going to pick up 6.
Those are the plays right there that this Eastridge team is so good at. Wide receiver screens, get the ball in the playmakers' hands, and get some blocking downfield. And does a pretty good job there by Irondequoit, though, to keep that to a 5-yard gain.
Sure was. Hanna is actually averaging 13 yards a catch. So that's a heck of a good job.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
All right, so that brings up 3rd and 4, maybe a short 3. There's the snap. This time Davis rolls out to his right. Defenders are there, but they can't corral him, and now Davis has a little bit of room. He cuts back again, and he is going to pick up the first down and get out of bounds. That is just all Sharon Davis there.
Yeah, that was vintage right there. What should have been a loss turns into a first down. We got a stoppage. I don't know if there was a flag down.
I don't see a flag, but we might have one.
But what a great individual move right
yeah,
there.
it was fantastic. But it is going to come back. Waiting for the call here. Illegal motion by the Lancers, and that's going to move them back. And now that first down turns into 3rd down and long, about 3rd and 9.
This would be a good early game stop for this Irondequoit defense if they could get off the field right here and give their offense a chance to get out there.
Eastridge signaling in the play call for Sharon Davis. He's in the gun, as usual. 3 wide receivers, 1 in the slot. There's a snap. Straight drop back. And again, a little out pass. And it's Jalen Hanna again. He finds his way up the sideline and is going to get the first down. Again, that skill position, those athletes at the skill position, looked like they had him corralled there, and he just a little juke step, and he's able to get down the sideline and get that first down.
Hey, just see the speed right there by Hanna. Just to get around defenders, and what could have been a short gain turned into a first down.
Quick snap there, and the handoff again to Brantley, and Brantley is going to bull his way forward for a gain of 6.
This offense is fun to watch.
Sure is. And Coach Jobson said to me yesterday when we talked that what he loved about Matt Brantley is he never loses yardage. He's always falling forward, and we've seen it about 3 times so far. Davis getting his team ready, getting the play in. 3 wide outs to his left right now, 1 to his right. Brantley in the backfield. This time, Davis is going to keep. Oh, and he looked like he might have had a little bit of room, but he got tripped up there. A nice tackle there by Braden Graham to take him down where it looked like Sharon Davis might have had a little room to break one.
Yeah, he had some room to the outside, and a nice ankle tackle there by Graham to keep that one to no gain. Great job as he was kind of laying on the ground too.
Actually, just enough gain to pick up the first down. So we got first and 10, but it looked like it could have been a lot bigger play. There's a snap. Davis rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw one up. Got some hand gestures going, or some hand work going on down there, and no flags. That is incomplete. That is really, really nice defense by Lucas Brush.
Yeah, textbook job there. Let's take another look at this play. If we can cue up the replay quickly.
Yeah, Tony Arnold is one of their bigger wide receivers for Eastridge, and Brush did a great job staying with him, not losing him at all and not losing sight of the ball. He got his head turned around and he knocked it down. Heck of a play there.
Yeah, Arnold out there, like you said, a big target, 6'1", 173. Just a better play on defense.
Arnold is a star basketball player for the Lancers as well, and obviously Coach Jobson loves having him out there as a wideout for him. Now we've got a timeout, it looks like. Timeout Eastridge with 7:55 left to go in the first quarter. We're scoreless here, and we will take a break right now on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Interested in sponsoring a live stream broadcast? Varsity Media streams offer tremendous visibility for your business. Contact us today at 866-577-1950 for rates and packages.
Welcome back to Varsity Media's coverage of Section 5 football on the Varsity Media Sports Network. We are live from Irondequoit High School today in Section 5, just outside of Rochester, New York. And we have a scoreless tie right now, 7:55 left to play, Eastridge and Irondequoit. And right now we're looking at some standings on the screen. And Eastridge, you see, is 3-0 along with Spencerport, Wilson. Wilson, I know, won today, so they're now 4-0. And so Eastridge atop those standings right now, and they are off to a great start to the 2019 season. And here we go, 2nd and 10. Davis, Sharon Davis going to keep again and go around the left side, puts his head down, and he's going to pick up, 6 or 7 there.
Yeah, Davis did not shy away from contact there. Big collision with number 24 for Irondequoit. That's Nori Murray. It was a big collision, but he just went right after him.
There's some big bodies out there. Sharon Davis is not one of them. He's 5'10", 153 pounds, but he put his shoulder down like he weighed about 190.
He sure did.
So Davis lines up his team for 3rd down and 4. Quick out to the right side, and this time he finds Arnold. Arnold makes the catch and picks up the first down. Great looking quick little out pass to Arnold right there for a first down.
Once again, just a great individual move by Arnold. Once he got contact, he was able to fight ahead and pick up the first down. So tough to bring these guys down.
So Eastridge very methodically moving down the field right now. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the Irondequoit 27-yard line. 3 wide outs to the left of Sharon Davis. There's a snap. Another quick throw, this time in the flat, and that's Brantley, and he gets around the corner, and he is going to find the end zone. But we have a flag down. Let's see what the call is.
Looks like this one might be coming back.
From the look of the Eastridge players, it is coming back. We'll get the call here in just a second. Look, we're hearing maybe a block in the back.
We'll take a look at the replay while the refs are sorting this one out.
And he did get sprung right there. Boy, that speed, though.
Looks like, oh, if that's what they call, that wasn't much for a block in the back. Well, we'll see what the call is here.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. The
Holding.
That's the more likely
holding out on the edge there,
Yep.
and that may have been why Brantley was able to get to the corner and get around. So, that was a spot foul. They moved the ball back to the original line of scrimmage from where the holding was. And once again, it'll be 1st and 10 for Eastridge. 2 wideouts on either side of Sharon Davis. This time he gives. And there's a break up the middle. Ruben Torres, the transfer from Aquinas, and he breaks one down inside or just at the 10-yard line. Eastridge, here they come again. Quick snap. Hands off again to Torres. Torres going to run up the middle. Oh, and he bowls over a defender and gets in for the touchdown. Wow, that was a powerful run.
So if you're Eastridge, you have all these weapons last year, and now you add a transfer in Ruben Torres. It almost seems unfair. They just have too many guys to go to the well with, and that was an impressive run there by number 4, Ruben Torres, for the opening score of the game.
I will tell you this, head coach Jason Jobson doesn't think it's unfair.
I'm sure he does not. So you see him just bowling over defenders, gets in the end zone for the Eastridge score.
He mentioned to us, as a matter of fact, earlier this week, he mentioned that he's lost some players as transfers, and so he has no qualms about having Ruben Torres join his team and help them in a big way.
Yeah, I believe last year Jaden Turner, who came to Irondequoit, was an Eastridge transfer. Very explosive running back for Irondequoit.
So the extra point was missed. So we've got 6-0 Eastridge after the initial drive of the game, the opening drive of the game. 6:32 left to go here in the first quarter, and we will take a break right now on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Welcome back to Section 5 football coverage here on the Varsity Media Sports Network as we get ready for our kickoff. We want to thank our sponsor, Prospect New York State. They are New York's leader when it comes to spotlighting high school football prospects in our state. Stay tuned for information about their 2020 Power 100 Showcase event happening this April. So, the Eastridge Lancers, Joel, take the opening kickoff and very, very methodically and surgical-like take it down the field and punch it in from 10 yards out. Ruben Torres, they missed the extra point, but they grab a quick 6-0 lead here, and we saw pretty much what we expected from the Lancers on that drive.
It's pretty typical of their offense sometimes. Just kind of methodical, moving the ball down the field, chewing up a lot of clock, and then it's usually just one big play sprinkled in there, kind of catches you off guard. That time it was just a whole bunch of constant plays moving forward, and then Torres with back-to-back runs to punch it in the end zone. They're just very well-oiled machine, if you will, on offense.
And after a short kickoff and a ball that was bobbled a bit but then covered by Irondequoit's Jaden White, the Eagles will get ready to start on their own 29 as they take the field for the first time, the Eagles offense. And we'll see what head coach Dan Fichter has in store. Two backs in the backfield, 2 wideouts, one to the right, one to the left of Nick Calarco. And it's a quick handoff up the middle for a gain of a couple. And that was Jaden White. That'll bring up second down and a long 7, I would say. The Eagles also signal in their plays from the sideline. So Calarco gets his team ready. He's got 2 wideouts to his left. Takes the snap, a quick pass out to the left side, and a nice catch there by Jaleel Davis. Great timing pattern between Nick Calarco and Jaleel Davis. We have a flag down, though.
Nice pitch and catch out there. It's got to be either motion or offsides on the defense, so we'll see which way this one goes.
Yep. One of the refs is waving the team up, so it looks like this one is going to go against. Oh, no, not going to go against anybody. They're going to lift. They're going to pick that flag up. Not sure what somebody saw, but apparently they didn't see it.
Yeah, if you're Irondequoit, that's the start you want. You want to get a couple first downs, get a little momentum going, and try to move this ball. One of the keys we talked about before is for this game is the turnover battle. And so far, Eastridge has been on the better end of the season in the turnovers. We'll get more into that in a second.
Now we do have another flag. This time it seems like the side judge knew exactly what he was throwing it for. It's going to be probably an illegal
substitution, maybe?
Illegal substitution, not sure. Going to guess. Not going to guess, going to wait. Offsides on the defense and offsides on the offense. So once again, we're going to pick up that flag, and it's going to mean nothing. So I'm not sure how an offense is offsides. They may have lined up offsides, I suppose.
I'm not sure you could have both in one play myself.
Yeah,
but
I don't think so either.
Okay.
But they saw it. They threw the flag, and we're going to be 1st and 10 from the 50-yard line for Irondequoit. Calarco almost got the Lancers to jump off sides, and he hands it off to Jaden White, and he is going to fight for maybe 1.5 yards or 2 yards. So that is going to bring up 2nd down and long. They're going to say 1-yard gain right there.
Yeah, if we pick it back up with the turnover discussion on the season, Irondequoit's been a little plagued by turnovers, turning the ball over 8 times. And then on the flip side, Eastridge with 11 takeaways. So I think that's going to be a big thing to watch today is to see who wins that battle.
And Irondequoit has only taken it away 3 times.
Correct,
so they're
yeah.
-5 on that side, and that's not good.
No.
There's a handoff up the middle again to White, and this time he does find some room. He's going to pick up about 7 yards and be about 1 yard short, looking at the mark, maybe 2 yards short of the first down. So that's going to bring up 3rd down and short for the Eagles. Coach is signaling in the play. Calarco is going to have 2 wideouts to his right and 2 in the backfield with him. There's a snap. Again, a handoff to White. Boy, he is met at the line. Did he get enough? I don't know. That spot looks like he's going to be just a little short.
Yeah, they're marking him short. That was a collision and a half right there.
Big hit right there. I believe that was Naheem Dowdell that made that hit. Big number, 72.
It was, yeah. We just saw the replay there. 72 just got the pads on him and brought him down in a hurry.
So not even hesitating. Irondequoit's going for it here on 4th down. 4th and 1. 2 receivers out to the left. Calarco again handing off to White, and he is going to fall forward. Boy, it's going to be close.
Yeah, I think he's a little short.
The Lancers may have held, and that's exactly what the referees are signaling, that he was held short of the first down. A nice stand there by the Eastridge defense, and that's going to be turned over on downs.
Yeah, great job by that defensive front for Eastridge. They just 2 chances to get 1 yard, and they did not budge. It's a big stand early in this game.
Yeah, a big stand by a big bunch of guys up on that line, and a lot of them play on the offensive line. I'm just running them down here real quick. Dowdell is 325. Austin Schaefer is 315. Justin Diaz is 280 pounds. That's a college offensive line and defensive line.
Yeah, that's some big bodies.
And on 1st down, the Lancers are going to pick up another 1st down after a gain of about 13 yards there to start this drive and bring it right back into Irondequoit territory.
Yeah, it bounced it to the outside. That was Jalen Hanna out there. Yet another one of those Eastridge players tough to bring down. And, here we go again. Let's see if this defense for Irondequoit can slow down this Lancer attack.
This time they've got Brantley and Ruben Torres in the backfield with Sharon Davis. We'll see what he does. He's going to hand off to Brantley again. Tries to bust it outside, but a nice job there. Oh, and Brantley's still going. Again, what Coach Jobson said, this kid never loses yards. He's always falling forward. And it looked like Talib Smith had him wrapped up, at least at the line of scrimmage for no gain. And look at this. Somehow he ends up picking up 5 yards on that run. Boy, what a great run.
It's incredible. You're right. He got hit at the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden 5 yards later, there he is.
Lancers going with 3 wideouts to the left, this time 1 to the right. And Ruben Torres, the lone back in the backfield with Sharon Davis. There's the snap, high snap, and hands off to Torres. And Torres is going to pick his way through for what looks like will be another Lancer first down. A gain of about 6. And that is going to move the chains again.
The thing I've noticed about Torres, he's a very patient runner. He's been waiting for the holes to open, and they eventually have. And he finds the right spot, and another example right there. Picks up 7 yards, 6 yards, and moves the chains.
Sharon Davis gets his guys to the line of scrimmage. Torres, the lone back in the backfield with him, and now we've got another whistle. All right, not sure what that was for, but refs will wind the clock again, and we'll get ready to go. 3 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. Sharon Davis, he's going to zip it outside, this time to Jalen Hanna, and this time a nice defensive play, gang tackle by the Irondequoit Eagles for no gain.
Yeah, great job there, swarming the ball, and that's what you got to do. You got to get bodies around all of those receivers out there and running backs for Eastridge, and good stop on first down.
So that's going to bring up, it's a loss of 1, so that's going to bring up 2nd and 11 for the Lancers. First time they've been in this situation. We'll see how they handle it. 2 wideouts to the right, 2 to the left. Davis takes the snap and hands off to Torres again. He breaks a tackle, and that's how they're going to handle it. He's going to run for about 15 yards and pick up another first down.
There's that patience, too, and how hard it is to bring down these runners. Just had him kind of wrapped up a little bit, and he ends up 15 yards later for the first down.
1st and 10 for the Lancers at the Irondequoit 21.
Hit at the line of scrimmage.
Davis calling the play. 3 wideouts to his left. Takes the snap, looking to his right. He's going to put this one up in the air for Arnold, and this one's going to get picked off. A great job by Trey Brown out there. Great coverage. Probably a ball Sharon Davis should not have thrown up there. And the Irondequoit Eagles are doing a great job of covering Tony Arnold.
Yeah, great job. And we're talking about the turnover battle, and so far +1 for Irondequoit. Like you said, probably not the greatest throw in the world, but also a great job of coverage on Arnold out there to come away with the pick, and it's a big stop. I know it's early in the game, it's only 7-0, but momentum was all on Eastridge's side, so that's a big play.
And what we know about Arnold is that he typically will go after that ball, and I'm sure that's what Sharon Davis thought would happen, but Trey Brown just had way better coverage on him than I think that Davis expected, and he just underthrew it a little bit, and it got picked off. And the Eagles come out firing right away.
Yeah, we'll see here. The ball was just a little too underthrown. Didn't have a chance to, make a play on that. We'll see it again here.
Nick Clarko started that drive with a quick pass out to Connor Schaefer and a gain of 5. So it'll be 2nd down and 5. Make it 2nd down and 4 for Irondequoit. Clarko with wideouts to his right and left. 2 men in the backfield with him. He's going to hand it off. That's Jaden White. And we got a flag, a late flag coming in. White picked up, about 3 yards. Was a little bit short of the first down.
Yeah, it's close. Looks like about a yard short. We'll
yep.
see what the penalty is.
See what the call is here. And it's going to be against Eastridge. It's already being marked off. And it was a face mask on the tackle of Jaden White. So that's going to be a first down for Irondequoit. And they're going to get a fresh set of downs at their own 34-yard line. Clock ticking down here, and that is going to be it for the first quarter of play here at Irondequoit High School as Eastridge leads Irondequoit 6-0. We'll be back with second quarter action in just a moment. You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network.
What kind of athlete is the most recruitable athlete in the world? It isn't just talent. It's not. It's the intangibles. How coachable are you? What kind of teammate are you? We brought you here because we see those intangibles in you.
The coaching has been great, the organization has been great, competition has been the best part too.
I have one offer, and that's from Army West Point.
Been here with competing with the best in New York State and showcasing my talents. It's a great experience.
1, 2, 3, brothers!
Welcome to Section 5 football coverage on the Varsity Media Sports Network. We're live at Irondequoit High School where the Irondequoit Eagles are taking on the Eastridge Lancers. Start of the second quarter with Eastridge leading 6-0. And the second quarter will start with a penalty. As Irondequoit, looks like they may have jumped. They did. Illegal motion. And that's going to move them back 5 yards. So the Eagles will start with 1st and 15 at their own 29-yard line. Irondequoit trying to get some momentum going here on offense, Joel.
Yeah, they did a great job ending that first quarter with a couple positive plays. We'll see as they went backwards on first down, and now still going, still battling.
As they peel off there, Jaden White with a strong run up the middle. He picks up 5, got that penalty back for him. Now it's going to be 2nd down and 10.
He runs hard out there. You could tell watching him with the ball. He has a high motor. He just keeps going. 6-foot senior.
Wideouts to the right and left of Nick Pilarco. 2 men in the backfield with the quarterback. He's looking left, and now he's going to tuck it, and he's going to go. And he's going to be met pretty quickly there by 3 white jerseys. He got about 3 or 4 yards there. And so that'll bring up 3rd and manageable. Looks like about 3rd and 6, long 6.
I think just sustaining a few drives is going to be key. They really haven't had the ball a whole lot this game. It's been time of possession been dominated by Eastridge, so you just want to get a little rhythm going on offense.
And Dan Fichter told us the key to this game, the key to them winning, is keeping it out of the hands of the Eastridge offense.
It's a good idea.
There's a quick little pass out to the left, but that is not going to be enough. Got a flag down. We'll see what that is. Pilarco rolled out to his right and got a quick pass out, but that speedy Eastridge defense was there to shut down that completion very quickly. See what the call is.
Looks like it's going to be on the Eagles. They're conferring with the Lancers coaches.
Question is, will they decline it? It's a hold against the offense. It's been declined, and that'll bring up 4th down. And so that is going to bring the punt team on for Irondequoit.
That's the right call here. You do want to get some momentum going on offense, but it's pretty risky here at the middle of the field.
Irondequoit, there's the snap. Nice punt. Fair catch called for and made at the 35-yard line. That was Matt Brantley making that fair catch. And that is where the Lancers offense will start this possession. Take a look at the remaining games for both teams here. Eastridge still has Wilson, who again won today. They're 4-0. Athena and Arcadia. And the Eagles have Athena, Brockport, and Wayne. So
that Wilson game next week for Eastridge, that's going to be
that
fun.
is a showdown. This time Davis keeps, and he finds some room, and a great cut along the sideline. He's still going. Boy, what a run by Sharon Davis right there. Got out to the right side and then cut it back along the sidelines for a big gain right there. And he moves it into Irondequoit territory for a first down.
Fun to watch in open space. You get another look at this one. You thought he was going to run out of bounds there. Cuts it back in. Picks up another 10 yards or so after that contact.
Cuts it back in between about 3 blue jerseys. This time he's got 3 wideouts to his left. Then he's going to go right. And good coverage out there. And that one goes incomplete. Good coverage right there by Trey Brown.
Yeah, he had a beat on that one. He saw 6 right there, but just not quick enough to get to that one.
Trey Brown's doing everything he can for this Irondequoit offense. He's had a good first quarter and a little bit more than a quarter.
He's been involved in a lot of plays so far, that's for sure.
3 wide receivers again to the left of Sharon Davis. Here's the snap, and he is going to hand off to Ruben Torres, and Torres once again just pulls his way forward. He's going to pick up about 6 yards.
Running downhill at 5'9", 205.
Oh, I guess they didn't give him the spot that I thought they were going to give him. He picked up about 3 there.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's going to bring up 3rd down and 7 for the Lancers. Davis calls for the ball, gets it. It's pump and go. He's going to put it up deep down the right-hand side, looking for Arnold again, and this time looking for the call, and Arnold makes the catch. What a catch by Tony Arnold, and a great throw by Sharon Davis.
You know what? He actually had 2 guys open on that play. He had his choice with that pump fake. He faked both cornerbacks out. He had a man running down the middle of the field wide open too. But he makes the toss here as we take a look to Arnold, who's got a few steps on his defender as well. Great hands, falling backwards, keeping his body in bounds.
Fantastic catch there, and now the Lancers with 1st and goal from the 7-yard line. Davis takes the snap, hands again to Torres, and this time the Irondequoit defense is there. That middle of their line is able to stop him for no gain or very little gain right there.
Yeah, good pressure up front, limiting the damage on that run. They set up a 2nd and goal at the 9.
They moved them back there. That was a loss.
Yeah, it's hard to push that big line back, but they did a great job.
So 2 wideouts to either side of Sharon Davis this time. Moves a man in motion to the right, and he hands off to Brantley down around the right side, and Brantley is going to find the end zone on the wide receiver reverse. Just a nice looking play right there. I think Irondequoit was expecting a pass, and Brantley takes the handoff and takes it into the end zone for a 9-yard touchdown.
Yeah, lulled them to sleep, and then they go with the jet sweep here. And, Arnold's just too quick around the outside.
Brantley,
excuse me. Just too quick, got around the outside edge and walks in for the easy score. There's that speed again on display for this Eastridge team. Very impressive.
Difficult to defend speed. So the Lancers, after missing their first extra point of the game, they are going to go for 2 here as they get lined up for the 2-point conversion. 3 wideouts to the right. Davis puts a man in motion. He's going to loop it out to him. That was Torres, and that was incomplete. Torres scooped it up real quick, thinking maybe it might have been a backwards pass, but it's blown dead, and the extra point is no good. The 2-point try is no good, and that will make it 12-0 Eastridge on top of Irondequoit with 7:47 left to go here in the 2nd quarter, and we'll be right back on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Welcome back to Section 5 football coverage here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. We have a 12-0 score right now with Eastridge up over crosstown rival Irondequoit. Eastridge punching the ball in from 9 yards out, and they will get ready to kick off to Irondequoit. And we'll see if the Eagles of Irondequoit can have an answer here, Joel. And I think this is exactly where Irondequoit head coach Dan Fichter wants to see guys step up and start getting this season heading in a different direction.
I think just a sustained drive here, I think, is what they need. They've had the ball probably for just a handful of minutes as opposed to Eastridge with a couple scoring drives. They had the turnover, but just get a couple first downs, move the ball down the field a little bit, and get some rhythm on offense.
Short kick there. Kelvin Young picked it up. He makes a nice return over the 35 and out to about the 38-yard line. Sorry, that's Jaleel Davis. That's Jaleel Davis who picked up that ball for the return. And Irondequoit will start with the ball at their own 38-yard line. Pretty good position.
Yeah, and we talked about Irondequoit with so many guys they're replacing, and one of them is this guy right here, Freddie June, starting quarterback now at Brockport. He was such an explosive player, and this offense just really revolved around him. And just one of the many guys, key pieces that a Irondequoit team has to replace this year. 19
altogether, 19 new starters for Dan Fichter. Calarco rolling out to his right there, and he finds Connor Schaefer for a nice completion on first down. Gain of about 5.
Possibly the anomaly to that, replacing all these players, would be the McQuaid team that we've seen a few weeks now replace the 16 starters on both sides of the ball, and just has been a freight train this year off to that 4-0 start and just running through people. But that doesn't happen very often when you replace that many players.
No, not too often. Calarco now takes a snap. This time he's going to hand it off for a nice gain up the middle by Jaden White, and that's going to be a first down. Picked up 6 yards.
That's what they need to do. Just keep running their offense, getting some chunk plays, and moving the ball down the field. Good job there on picking up that first down.
Call being signaled in from the sidelines. Nick Calarco getting his instructions. Two wideouts to the left. There's a snap and a handoff again. Another good chunky yards for White. He's going to pick up 4, and we're going to have second down and 6.
Good pick up there of almost 5 yards on first down. So we're starting to see Irondequoit offense kind of get into things a little bit, start gelling, moving the ball down the field. You got to go back to turnovers. Got to take care of the ball here. But good start to this drive.
We definitely see signs that they can move the ball against this defense.
Yeah.
Two wideouts to the left of Calarco. This time he's looking, he zips one over the middle, and just a little bit high for Connor Schaefer. He got both hands on it, but he just could not hang on to it, and he was about ready to have a big collision there over the middle.
Yeah, his eyes might have been upfield a little bit. That was a nice throw. Schaefer probably saw the defender coming in on him and went through his hands, but would have had, like you said, a pretty big collision.
That player coming in on him, bearing down on him, is Tony Arnold. And Tony has 4 interceptions already on this season in 3 games. So he's dangerous out there at that safety position.
Yeah, one of those returned for a touchdown last week, I do believe, against Newark.
So third down and 6. We got a whistle here before the play can begin. Looks like we got a timeout. Timeout Eastridge, as they felt like something wasn't quite right on the defensive side of the ball. So we'll take this opportunity to take a timeout of our own. We'll be right back on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Welcome back to Section 5 football coverage on the Varsity Media Sports Network. We are looking at a 3rd and 6 for Irondequoit. And Eastridge has just called a timeout. Coach Jobson saw something he didn't like on the defensive side of the ball and decided to get his guys over to the sideline and get a different plan of attack going here. And both teams are still huddled up.
Take a look at the standings so far. Possibly not 3 of the teams you thought you'd see at the top of the standings so far. You know, maybe Eastridge, yes. Spencerport was a surprise. This is obviously heading into this week. And Wilson, a very explosive team who will see Eastridge next week. And, you know, Irondequoit has started off the season with games against Arcadia, who is 2-1, with Wilson, who's 3-0, and then also with East High. So, I mean, they played a really tough schedule.
So 3rd down and 6 here. Calarco takes a snap, looks over the middle, and I think we're going to get a flag there. We're going to, as a matter of fact, we're going to get 3 flags there. That was a pretty easy call for the refs out there, as the defender interfered with the receiver there, and that's going to be a 1st down for Irondequoit.
And laundry everywhere. I'm glad they're on the same page, though.
As we get the call from the referee, and if things keep going here the way they seem to be going right now, Joel, that Eastridge-Wilson matchup next week of what would be 2 4-0 teams would be the game of the year so far in Section 5.
I would have to agree, you know, aside from maybe McQuaid Aquinas. You know, that's looking like an explosive game. 2 high-powered offenses, but both teams that can make a lot of plays on defense, too. It should be a lot of fun.
So 1st down from the 31-yard line for Irondequoit. Hand off to Jaden White again. We got another flag coming in, this time from the back judge, it looks like. We'll see what the call is. White got stacked up there and held to a gain of about 1 maybe.
So our game of the week next week is not set in stone yet, so that seems like it would be a good possibility.
I would vote for it.
I believe that's at Eastridge as well.
As a play-by-play guy, that would be my vote. My vote, unfortunately, folks, doesn't count for anything.
Of course it does.
So that gets marked off against Irondequoit. Holding, I believe, was called, and that's going to be 10 yards. So now they've got 1st and about 20. See what they come up with here. 3 wideouts to the left of Nick Calarco. He rolls to his left, flips it out to the back. That was Jaleel Davis, and he's going to pick up about 5 or so. So it's going to be 2nd down, still behind the chains for Irondequoit.
People can see in the shot right now, we got some clouds rolling in. We're just hoping the rain holds off for this game.
It's starting to look a little bit like rain, but hopefully not. 2nd down. Nick Calarco takes the snap. This time he rolls to his right, looking over the middle this time, and he's got his target, and that is Connor Schaefer. A nice catch over the middle by Connor Schaefer for a gain of about 10, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 8.
Schaefer's been his big target so far this year on the season. You look at Calarco, hasn't thrown the ball really all that much in 3 games, but he's 20 out of 35 on the season, and averaging about 60 a game, 179 yards total. But he's looked pretty good so far today throwing the ball.
Schaefer gets big chunks of yards at a time. He averages 16 yards per catch.
Good basketball player, too.
3rd down now. Calarco takes a snap, and this time he goes deep, and that ball is going to be just out of the reach of his receiver into the end zone, and that's going to be 4th down.
That would have been a tough catch. He did have a step, but you had to have a perfectly placed ball there to complete it.
Irondequoit, no hesitation here. I'm sorry, Joel, no hesitation. They're going to go for it.
Just about a step off there.
So it'll be about 4th down. I'm going to call it 7. 4th and 7 from the Eastridge 28-yard line. Calarco with 2 men to his right, 2 wideouts to his left. Jaden White in the backfield with him. Straight drop back this time, looking to his right, and the defense is going to shut this one down. Big number 75, John Rivera with the sack there to end that possession for Irondequoit.
Big time stop there by the defense of Eastridge. Just no chance to get that pass off. Just too much penetration quickly by the big fella, Rivera.
And when John Rivera hits you, you know you've been hit. He weighs 273 pounds.
He just looks like a college player out there, doesn't he?
He sure does. So Eastridge will take over on downs at their own 32-yard line with 3:52 left to go here in the second quarter. The Lancers with a 12-0 lead and looking to add to it. Sharon Davis is going to fake the handoff, and he's going to go around the right-hand side. He's got room over there. He's going to get all the way to the sideline for a gain of about 15, 14 yards and a first down for the Lancers.
So quick. It's just hard to catch these guys. And, you got a quarterback that with that kind of speed, that just makes it even tougher on a defense.
That was the run-pass option for Sharon, and he made the right choice. There's a quick snap now, and this time he does hand it off, and that looks like Ruben Torres, and he bruises his way for a gain of about 8 to bring up second down, and now the Lancers are going quick. Torres again, plenty of room over the left-hand side, and it's taking every blue jersey out there to stop him. There's the whistle finally, but Torres with another big gain and another first down.
About seven Eagles defenders there to bring Ruben Torres down, and look how quick they're going on offense.
Interesting change of pace here. This time, Sharon Davis puts it on the ground, but he scoops it up and bounced right to him, and he is going to find room on the right-hand side, break it down, and he is just clipped. Otherwise, he was going in for a touchdown.
Incredible. Just staying with it, picked up the ball, and then he turns on the jets.
Yeah, the pace of play right now has been picked up significantly by Eastridge. I'm sure this is part of the game plan, and Irondequoit is having trouble getting ready right now.
Yeah, I think they would want to wear down this defense, and I would say so far they're doing a pretty good job at it. But this defense, for any defense, this would be tough to keep up with this pace.
Looks like we've got first and goal from just inside the 10-yard line for the Lancers. Slowed down a little bit there just because the chain gang had to come down and get set up. Davis sends a man in motion to his left, hands off to Torres again. Torres never gets stopped on that first hit, rarely on the second hit, and he falls forward like he has been all day for a gain of about 4. That'll bring up second and goal from the 5.
I think if you're Irondequoit here, too, you might want to think about taking some timeouts and getting the ball back, give one more chance before the half, regardless of how this drive turns out for Eastridge.
Eastridge has gone back to signaling in those plays. They're not running quite as quickly right now.
Yeah, they're
taking a little bit more time.
Yeah, trying to take this clock down as much as they can.
Sharon Davis with 2 men in the backfield, and he sends one in motion to his left. This time he's going to keep it, and he's going to find a little bit of a crease there, and they're going to call him down just short of the goal line. Thought he might have snuck in, but the refs have marked the ball just short of the goal line at about the 1-yard line, so that's going to bring up third and goal.
It's a big play for this Eagles defense. You can come away with a couple stops here to finish this half out. 12-0 seems a lot better than 18, 19, or 20-0 heading into halftime.
Yeah, we're at 1:30 counting right now in the first half. Eastridge actually huddling up this time. That play comes in from the sideline. And they are stacked tight. Now, Davis handing off to Brantley. Brantley reaching, and he's going to come up. Oh, no, they are going to give it to him. That's a touchdown. That is a touchdown.
Yeah, he was able to sneak the ball through there. He got held up. But as we'll see in the replay, he was able just to extend far enough.
Sorry, that was Jalen Hanna, not Brantley.
Yep,
Jalen Hanna taking the handoff there.
Reaches the ball over there, gets it in. Eastridge back on the board.
And it looks like they're going to go for 2 again here. Up 16-0. Going to go for 2. Nope, now they are going to kick. And set up for the point after. There's a snap. We got a whistle, though. Would have been good. Split the uprights.
Looks like it's on
referee. Yeah, referee's trying to get an answer. Offsides on the defense.
Yeah, now they're going to go for 2.
Now they're going to go for 2.
You know, you hate to nitpick on an 18-0 lead in the first half, but one thing, these extra points is something that this Eastridge team probably has to clean up moving forward.
Well, and it keeps Irondequoit within reach.
Yeah, it does. You're right.
So this time they will go for 2 after the penalty, the offsides penalty. Sharon Davis with Brantley in the slot to his right, and Ruben Torres directly behind him. There's the pitch to Torres, and Torres is going to get into the end zone, puts his head down, and picks up the 2-point conversion. So 20-0, Eastridge over Irondequoit with 1 minute and 7 seconds left to go. We'll be back with the kickoff in just a moment here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Set me free and give me death, there ain't no other choices. When I lay down to go to sleep, I keep on hearing voices. Little whispers in my head, man, is you fake a lawyer? Why no water, that designer, baby, pick your poison. These little demons living underneath my bed creeping. And when you hear the sound of the drum, we'll be saying, here we come. Yeah, here we come. Hey, here we come. Here we come. Here we come. Yeah, here we come. Hey, here we come. Hey, here we come. Here we come.
Welcome back to our live stream broadcast on the Varsity Media Sports Network of Section 5 football. Today it is Irondequoit hosting Eastridge, and with 1 minute and 7 seconds left to go in the first half, Eastridge has just taken a commanding 20-0 lead, and they are getting ready to kick off right now. There's the kick. On the ground, up the middle, and Irondequoit will just cover that up, stop the clock, and give their offense one more chance here to see if they can get something going, Joel.
Still enough time, 1 minute, 4 seconds left on the clock, so pair of timeouts. So I think there's a chance here for Irondequoit to get something here going before the end of the first half.
When we talked to Coach Fichter before the game, the one thing he said about Nick Calarco is he's got a strong arm. Wonder if we'll get to see a little bit of that here. They haven't thrown it very much. When he has thrown it, he's been very accurate, and he's made some nice throws. So we'll see if they're willing to let him unleash it here a little bit.
Yeah, he's looked good back in the pocket throwing the ball, but they haven't thrown a lot. They really haven't had the ball a whole lot either, so it's been part of the problem.
There's a snap. Clarko wanted to go, but he pulls it down instead, cuts it up the middle, and he's going to pick up about 9 on that. Clock runs, 54 seconds and counting.
Looks like they're going to give him the first down there.
They are going to give him the first down. He picked up 10. Clock winds again at 52. Calarco with 3 men out to his right. Steps back looking for a quick hitter there. He's going to pull it down again, and this time he's got nowhere to go, and he's going to get dropped for the sack right there. That was Ruben Torres wrapping up Calarco. He had nowhere to go. Clock is going to continue to run, and it looks like maybe head coach Dan Fichter is just going to let this one run out and get his guys to the locker room and start talking about adjustments.
Yeah, I think he's pretty content at this point after that sack, just to let the clock run down. They will get the ball to open the second half, so they have that going for them. But this has been hard. It's been tough sledding when you don't have the ball a whole lot, and the defense of Irondequoit has been forced to be on the field a lot because of the explosiveness of Eastridge's offense. So it's a tough combination, when you're trying to knock off a team as talented as Eastridge.
And the clock will run out on the first half. 20-0 score here at Irondequoit High School. Eastridge over Irondequoit. And we will be back in just a moment on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Unbelievable! He's going to get to the corner! A highlight touchdown! Holy mackerel! 65 yards!
Over here, the first graduating class for the Eastridge. We have the second one.
In 1946. I think I'm doing it. He can't right there.
Welcome back to our Section 5 football coverage on the Varsity Media Sports Network. We're getting ready to kick off the second half between the Eastridge Lancers and the Irondequoit Eagles right now, and Eastridge holding a 20-0 lead as we begin that second half, Joel. And unfortunately for Irondequoit and head coach Dan Fichter, I think that first half kind of went exactly the way we thought it might go.
Pretty much went to script, yeah, I would say so. That's we're seeing tonight the Eastridge offense, as they've been playing all year, kind of methodical at times, but moving the ball, constantly moving the ball down the field, hitting a couple big plays, playing pretty well on defense. And on the flip side, Irondequoit, honestly, it goes back to really they just haven't had the ball very long, so I don't think they've had a lot of chances. So not a lot of time to get the offense moving. Defensively, I think they've actually played pretty well, limiting the big plays out of Eastridge and keeping this game within striking distance.
And one big bright spot for Irondequoit, Joel, is they won the turnover battle in the first half, and they haven't done that all year. They picked off a pass in the end zone, and they did not turn it over themselves. So that's a good sign. That's what Dan Fichter is looking for. But they weren't able to do much in between the 20s. They moved the ball a little bit on offense, but not nearly enough to get a scoring drive going.
Yeah, moved the ball a little bit. They were plagued a little bit by penalties. Both teams kind of got whistled for a few flags as we see one before the clock even starts. Not really sure what this one is, but Eastridge moving up 5 yards. It's like another sideline warning already.
Well, it wasn't a sideline warning. They must have thrown a flag.
Wow, this would have been the second one, yeah.
And defensive coordinator Chris Battaglia, I can see how red his face is from up here, and I'm just looking at the back of his head.
Yeah.
He is angry about that call.
Yeah, that's a little quick on the trigger there.
Yeah, that's a little petty, I would say. Yeah, that was silly. All right, so we get set to start the second half here, and Eastridge will kick off to Irondequoit. Another low dribbler that's scooped up, and the Eagles are going to have great starting field position here. Looks like the ball is going to be marked at their own 37-yard line, and that's where the Irondequoit Eagles will start this first drive of the second half, and we'll see if they can get anything going.
You touched on it. Nicholas Calarco out there looks pretty good, looks pretty comfortable throwing the ball. He's been able to tuck it a few times and run. So if they can get some protection for him, get some receivers open, I'd like to see him sling the ball a little bit around to his receivers and try to move the ball down the field for this Eagles offense.
And we're seeing the umbrellas going up out there. Joel, it's tough for us to see in here, but obviously the rain is starting to come down, and we may have a very different second half here than we did in the first half. So, Calarco gets his team set, takes the snap, and he's going to hand off to White right there, Jaden White. And he tried to kick it out to the left-hand side, but nothing doing there as Noah Bowens wrapped him up and dropped him for a loss. A loss of about 1.5 on the play. And not a good way to start for Irondequoit. Play being called in from the sidelines now. Calarco gets his team to the line of scrimmage. He's got 2 wideouts to his right and 2 men in the backfield with him. Takes a snap. He's looking to his right. Little hitch and go there. And this one's going to be, almost picked off. Calarco put one out there that was not a good idea right there. And Kelvin Young almost came up with a pick. And if he could have stayed on his feet, he had nothing but green turf in front of him.
Yeah, there was a lot of green grass in front of him. I think he got a little excited, saw that open field, saw the end zone, and just was unable to come away as we see that. He's pretty mad at himself right now. That would have been an easy pick six.
I don't blame him. So 3rd and 11 now for Irondequoit. Calarco getting his team set. He takes the snap. He's going to drop straight back, and now he's going to tuck it, and he's going to go. He's got some room, but he gets caught from behind by Bowens again. Just a great play by Noah Bowens of Eastridge. It looked like Calarco had at least 15, 20 yards to run down that left side, but Bowens was able to grab a hold, get a hand on that jersey, and take him down to force 4th down and a punt by the Eagles.
He was going to pick up that first down easily. What a play by Bowens. Just the strength to grab him one-handed and just yank him down. It's been really impressed with this Eastridge defense today.
Eastridge head coach Jason Jobson calls him the leader on defense. Noah Bowens, he's a junior. He's 6 foot. And he weighs 225 pounds, and we saw every bit of that 225 pounds hanging on to Nick Calarco right there.
Yeah, that's and just how quick he is too is really impressive for a guy that size. Just been very impressed with him, this whole defense. That was really the one I don't want to say the defense wasn't good last year because it was, but that was really the one thing I think that they needed to improve on the most coming into this year was their defense.
And after the referees walk off a 5-yard penalty on Eastridge, the 4th down punt is coming up. That ball might have been tipped there. It's going to be short, but Irondequoit is going to cover it up. I thought they might get a nice roll there, but not much on that. And I think that maybe somebody got a hand on that ball on the Eastridge side there. So that is going to bring up 1st down and 10 for the Eastridge Lancers from their own 36-yard line. And exactly what Irondequoit didn't want is having to face this Eastridge offense on a short field here right now.
Yeah, the defense has got to be pretty tired. I mean, they've been on the field quite a bit and trying to run all over the field and track down these Lancers offensive players and it's going to take a toll on them. And we'll see how they hold up here in the second half.
Sharon Davis sends his man in motion. That's Jalen Hanna. He takes the pass from Davis, looking for room along the sideline, dancing a little bit there, and Irondequoit did a nice job swarming around the ball and stopping him for a fairly short gain. Looks like about 3 yards there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Averaging 12 yards a catch. Yeah, that was pretty good, limiting him to 3 yards on that play. About 4, let's say.
Still good. Davis with Ruben Torres in the backfield with him to his right. He sends Brantley in motion, and we have a flag at the snap there.
Yeah, Harris was a good couple yards before the snap.
Going to be offsides on the Irondequoit defense. The rain continues to fall here in Irondequoit. And now the Lancers are looking at 2nd and 2 from their own 45-yard line. 2 wideouts to the right of Sharon Davis, 1 to the left, and 2 men in the backfield with him. Calls for the ball and gets it. He's going to hand off to Brantley this time. Brantley sweeping to the right. He is going to find a little bit of room over there, pick up the 1st down easily, and take it over midfield.
Another good hard run by Brantley over there. Just patient, letting his blocks set up and pick up the 1st down.
So the Lancers will have 1st and 10 from their own 48-yard line. Already with a 20-0 lead, 8:43 and counting here in the 3rd quarter. 3 wideouts to the left of Sharon Davis. He's going to hand off to Ruben Torres. Torres once again just throws tacklers off him, but Irondequoit actually does a nice job there. They're able to bring him down after just a couple yards.
Good job there. Good push up front by the Irondequoit defensive line, who just looking out there. They got some good size out there, but they look a little undersized compared to this big offensive front.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Line for Eastridge.
No doubt. I mean, there are some big guys along that Eastridge offensive line. 2 300-plus pounders. Sharon Davis calls for the ball and gets it, and he's going to hand off again. And this time there's room up the middle. That's Jalen Hanna cutting it up and picking up a 1st down easily. That was a gain of about 16 yards. And the Lancers offense is in business right now.
Moving the ball well, just like they've been pretty much the whole game. Seems like every play has been a positive play. Haven't lost yards, not too many penalties, and they just move the ball down the field.
Davis this time has 2 wideouts to his left and 2 to his right and 1 to his left. There's the snap, and he's going to hand off to Brantley again. Brantley looking for his opportunities, and he finds a way to pick up about 6 yards there when it looked like they had him stopped at the line of scrimmage.
She had about 3 or 4 tackles there. Like you said, once again, Irondequoit got pressure on him, had a hand on him at the line of scrimmage, and still he comes away with about 5-6 yards.
Yeah, this Eastridge offensive line is very impressive. And the backs, you had mentioned it earlier, Joel, they take their time. They don't rush, and they wait for the hole to open up, and it does. This time it's Ruben Torres, and this time the Irondequoit defense is ready for it, and a nice stop there.
Yeah, they were ready for that one. Good stop on 2nd down to set up a big third and about 4 here.
Greg Wren of Irondequoit right in the middle of that. So 3rd down and 4. Ball on the 26-yard line. 3 wideouts, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Davis takes a high snap. He fakes it this time, and he tosses one up there on the wheel route, and Ruben Torres is wide open, but we've got a flag back here. Got a flag. We'll see what the call is, but that was a beautiful play. But looks like it's coming back.
Yeah, it's coming back, but man, that was pretty as we take another look at this.
Ineligible man, downfield.
Yeah. We see, the wheel route to perfection, and just a perfectly placed ball for Torres. Hits him in stride. Would have been an easy touchdown.
But
coming back.
Coming back. Take it off the board. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and about 7 or 8. Davis has his guys set. Takes the snap. Again, hands off to Torres, and Torres bulls his way up the middle, and he is going to be held short of the 1st down by about a yard or 2, and I don't think there's going to be any hesitation here. Eastridge is going to go for it on 4th down.
Keep that offense on the field. Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of 4th downs, that Eastridge has been put in on offense. So we'll see which team can come away with the play here. If you're Eastridge on offense, you got plenty of options to go to here.
That's an interesting formation. Yeah. They all lined up in a stacked eye. Break out quickly, and there's a quick snap. And Sharon Davis is going to hang on to the ball, but another flag down. I'm guessing this is going to be some type of illegal formation. Davis is still on his feet, and he would have picked up the 1st down. He gets hit out of bounds. No flag over there, but there is a flag in the backfield, and we also have a player down, an Irondequoit player down.
And one of the Eastridge players wasn't set when they snapped the ball, so I think it's going to be a procedure coming back.
First time we've seen that. They lined up in a line perpendicular to the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden they all broke out, and I think obviously something went wrong there with Coach Jobson's plan for that play.
Yeah, a little muddle huddle, try to catch the other team off guard, and I think it would have worked well, but like I said, one of the guys wasn't set.
All right. Well, we've got a player down on the field. We're going to take a break right now. We'll come back with more Section 5 football action on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
What kind of athlete is the most recruitable athlete in the world? It isn't just talent. It's not. It's the intangibles. How coachable are you? What kind of teammate are you? We brought you here because we see those intangibles in you.
The coaching has been great. The organization has been great. Competition has been the best part too.
I have one offer, and that's from Army West Point. Been here with competing with the best in New York State and showcasing my talents. It's a great experience.
Good news is that Irondequoit's Rowan McGuinn got up and walked off the field under his own power. And after a penalty, Eastridge now looking at 4th down and 6. They're still going for it, though, from their own 30, just inside their own 30. There's a snap. Quick throw out to the right, and that's going to get picked off. Picked off, and a lot of room to go right here for Talib Smith. And he's going to take it all the way down inside the 40-yard line. And a great job right there by the Irondequoit defense to hold and force another turnover, their 2nd of the game.
It's a big play for this Irondequoit team. That's something they've been waiting for all game. It was good pressure that made Sharon Davis, the throw, get altered a little bit and just a great job on defense by Irondequoit, coming away with a stop, the interception, and by Talib Smith, and now they have really good field possession too.
We'll see if Irondequoit can build on this. They're winning that turnover battle, and that's something they haven't been able to do in the first 3 games. But now they got to take it. They have to take advantage of it.
I'll take one more look. It was the pressure up front that caused Davis's throw to get a little away from him as they get ready. We'll go back to the play, but just a great job all around on defense by the Eagles.
So first down and 10 from the Eastridge 42-yard line for the Eagles. Rolling out to his right, looking back to his left. He's got a wide open man out there, but Nick Calarco just put it out of the reach, and it falls incomplete.
It's Ferguson wide
open. He was looking for John Ferguson. He had him. That was a great play call. He had him, but he just put it out there a little too far, unfortunately.
Yeah, just a well-designed play, a little misdirection. He had nothing but open field in front of him. He got a little excited seeing a receiver that open, and just a little misfire there.
Just a little more air under that ball, and that's 6 points for the Eagles. So, 2nd and 10 now. Wide outs to the right and left of Calarco. He's going to hand it off this time to Jaden White, and the Eastridge defense was ready for that. White might have picked up a half a yard or so, but that's going to be about it, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Not much doing trying to run the ball up the gut against this Lancer defensive front.
Quick snap here by the Eagles. There's a pitch to the edge on the left-hand side. Jaleel Davis looking for room, but the Eastridge defense quickly swarmed to the ball, and they stopped it.
And Noah Bowens right in the middle of things again. Just stopped him in his tracks. It was a promising-looking play from Irondequoit, a little misdirection again, but Bowens with a sure tackle stopped him about 5 yards short.
Eastridge head coach Jason Jobson told us earlier this week that the thing he loved most about his defensive team this year is the way they swarm to the ball and hit people, and we've seen that all day.
Yeah, they're fast. They get to the ball quickly, and been impressed with their tackling as well. You see when Eastridge has the ball, a lot of missed tackles, and that has a lot to do with their offensive players too, but Eastridge sure tackles on defense.
Irondequoit going for it here on 4th down. It's 4th and 5. Calarco, and now we're going to get a whistle, maybe a timeout. Yep, timeout by Irondequoit. They're going to think about it a little bit longer. They were set to go for it there. We would guess that they would continue that, but we're going to find out in just a minute. We'll take a quick break here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Welcome back to our coverage of Section 5 football here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Irondequoit looking at a 4th and 5. They were lined up to go for it about a minute and a half ago. They called a timeout, and they come back out onto the field still going for it here. No reason not to. 4:18 left to go in the 3rd quarter. They're down 20-0. They need to start taking some chances. Nick Calarco's got his guys ready. There's a jump off sides. And we'll see if the measurement, this is going to be close, Joel, if this is actually going to measure out to being a 1st down.
And it's going to be really close.
If you're looking at the down marker, the line of scrimmage marker, it looks like it might have been a little bit farther than 5 yards. Nope. It must have been 5 yards on the nose. They call it first. They gave him a 1st down there. So whatever they designed in that timeout, I guess worked perfectly. They didn't have to run it.
Yeah, must have been a good hard count by Calarco, and easiest 1st down they'll pick up all day.
So 1st down for Irondequoit from the Eastridge 32-yard line. Calarco takes a snap, rolls to his right, looking out to his right, and he has Connor Schaefer there. They've been a great a great team and hooking up quite a bit today. But once again, we've got a flag in the backfield.
Might be roughing the passer here.
That would be
looks like
good news for Irondequoit. Yep, and that's exactly what it's going to be.
Looks like Aries Holt was pleading his case, but he's not going to win that one.
Here's the call, personal foul, roughing the passer.
Oh, it's going to be offsetting.
Oh, and a personal foul on both teams. It will be offsetting, and they will have to run the play again.
It's a tough break there. Yeah, so the play should count, being a dead ball foul.
It was two dead ball fouls. Okay, all right. So the completion to Schaefer will count. And that is going to bring up what should be second down and about a yard after a gain of 9 on that first down completion. Calarco this time hands to Jaden White. White trying to get it out on the left-hand side. We'll see if he picked up the yard he needed for a first down. And he did.
Like
They're calling it a first down.
It's a tough yard and not an inch more.
Nope. And Irondequoit is actually moving the ball here and doing exactly what they need to do. Taking time off the clock, which I know with a 20, when you're down 20-0, doesn't sound great. But the point is, they're keeping that Eastridge offense off the field.
Yeah, keeping them off the field and giving their defense a chance to rest too.
So 2 men out to the right of Nick Calarco, and he's going to hand again to Jaden White. Jaden White's going to put his head down right up the middle. Not much room there. He might have picked up a yard or so. And that will be about it. So that's going to bring up second down and long.
There's nowhere to go in that middle of the interior Eastridge defensive front. Just doing too good of a job clogging the holes.
Difficult to see on our television cameras, but the rain is still coming down here. Now it's steady and it's getting a little bit windier. So that's going to make things a little bit more difficult for the passing game of both teams. 2 wide receivers to the right of Calarco. He's looking that way. And he fires out to the right. And once again, his favorite target, Connor Schaefer, is out there. The 6'4", 170-pound senior brings in another one, and that's a first down for the Eagles, and it looks like they'll be set up on the 12-yard line. 2:26 left to go here, and Irondequoit has something going.
Calarco to Schaefer's been a good connection here. We'll see what kind of plays Coach Victor draws up as they get closer to the goal line here.
Schaefer's all by himself out on the left, but this time they're going to hand off to White, and he is going to be met right there. Nothing doing. And once again, the Eastridge defense is there for the stop, and again, it's Noah Bowens.
Bowens has got to be up around 10 tackles on the day. He's been impressive.
He's the guy that makes it go on that defense, according to Coach Jobson. And we've been seeing why all day. Once again, Schaefer split out wide left. He's got one-on-one coverage out there. Second down. Calarco with White in the backfield with him. And this time he is looking for Schaefer, but this time I believe that one is picked off, and it is. Calarco put it too far to the inside, and that was great coverage. Find out who got that pick here.
I think it was Hannah again. Yeah. Jalen Hannah appears to be shaken up a little bit.
Jalen Hannah, the ball came out of his hands when it first hit, but he was able to pull it back in and make that pick, and that's a heck of a play.
Yeah, we'll see here. The receiver actually just stopped running. So a little miscommunication on the route there by Schaefer. Hannah stuck with it, stuck his hands up, tipped the ball up. Nice concentration there on the interception.
You're absolutely right. It looked like Calarco thought that Connor Schaefer was just going to bust inside and go hard, and he stopped. And Calarco put the ball out there, and it was picked off. So Eastridge holds, and on first down, They hand off, and the pile just
Still going.
continues to move. No whistle yet, and it's still moving. Now we got flags. That was probably inevitable on that play, but nobody was going down.
Might have been a 13-yard run.
We'll see what the call is here. That was a big pile of big guys, and it just kept moving.
I couldn't even see who had the ball.
See what the call is here. It's a personal foul on both sides. We've had a lot of that today.
Yeah. You expect that. This is the big crosstown rival. A little chippiness here and there. Nothing too bad. Just chippiness here and there.
No rules in those big piles, though, Joel. You're not going to blow the whistle. You're going to expect something to happen in there.
What do coaches always say? Play to the whistle.
Play to the whistle.
And they kept playing, and I believe that was Torres on the carry. He just kept churning, and he was getting a little push from his big offensive line.
So, no harm, no foul, although we had 2 fouls. No harm, and it'll be first down again from the 2-yard line. Eastridge with their backs to their goal line here. I wouldn't expect anything but a run from the Lancers here, but you never know. And they are going to run it. And this time, Davis keeps it. He sweeps it out to the left-hand side and then cuts it back in and picks up a nice chunk of yards right there.
Such a weapon to have at quarterback when you can just bounce outside that quickly. And you see the speed and how quickly he can cut and picks up 10 yards on that run.
And we're under a minute left to go here in the third quarter. Eastridge with a 20-0 lead and the ball deep in their own territory. After the first turnover of the game for Irondequoit. There's a snap, a handoff again. And they're going to pick up a couple of yards there. And that most likely will be the final play of the third quarter here. Coming down to 20 seconds left to go. And that's the way it looks. Eastridge not in a hurry to get another play off here as they are looking at 2nd down and 8. And both teams will be content to let the clock run out on this third quarter. So after 3 quarters of play here in Irondequoit, it is the Eastridge Lancers 20, the Irondequoit Eagles nothing. And we'll be back with the fourth quarter in just a minute on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Interested in sponsoring a live stream broadcast? Varsity Media Streams offer tremendous visibility for your business. Contact us today at 866-577-1950 for rates and packages.
Welcome back to our coverage of Section 5 football here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. As we begin the fourth quarter, Eastridge with the ball and a 20-0 lead over Irondequoit right now. They are looking at a 2nd down and 8 from deep in their own territory. Irondequoit desperately looking to make something happen on defense here, Joel.
Yeah, if their defense, you got to let this play unfold.
And nothing going to happen right there good for Irondequoit. That is Matt Brantley busting one up the middle and cutting it back for a big gain and a first down, and that gets him out of trouble. And now they are set up with first down from the 33-yard line.
Overall in the second half, I think the Irondequoit defense has played a lot better. Kept the Lancers off the scoreboard there in the third. So it's all about progress. You're seeing that out in the field.
Tight formation here. Sharon Davis under center. We haven't seen much of that today. He's going to hand off to Big Ruben Torres, and Torres cartwheels his way to about a gain of 6 right there. He never goes anywhere but forward. That's what his coach says.
All these running backs you've seen with Eastridge, it's rarely do you ever see them tackle behind the line of scrimmage. It's always, even on bad plays, it's always a yard, line of scrimmage, 2 yards, something like that. So it's tough enough to slow them down, but when they're getting positive plays on every down, it's really hard to get them off the field.
They come back out. Tight formation again, and it looks like they are going to be content to just keep handing that ball off, and why not? It's working. The pitch this time. Out to Jalen Hanna. Not a lot of room out there, but enough room to pick up the first down.
Yeah, the Eagles stacking the box right now. You got to take some chances at this point, down 20-0, fourth quarter. But you got to also be prepared for Eastridge to take that shot. We've been waiting all game for one of those big chunk plays. Now might be the time if you're Eastridge to try to pull one of those off.
They actually marked him down about a yard short of the first down marker, so that'll bring up 3rd and 1. As the clock continues to run here, and very quickly becomes Irondequoit's biggest opponent since they're down 20-0. Davis under center again. He's going to hand off again, this time to Torres, and Torres just keeps those legs driving, and he is going to pick up about 15 or 20 yards and convert that 3rd down, and now they are into Irondequoit territory. They will set up with 1st and 10 at the Irondequoit 42-yard line.
You think Irondequoit would be Eastridge would be fairly happy with about a 7-8 minute drive. Get some points on the board, get out of here with a win. They're well on their way to that right now.
I don't know if they have a 7-minute. It's more like a 3 or 4 minute drive for this team, the way they pick up yardage in chunks.
Typically, yeah.
We'll see. Sharon Davis again under center. And again, this time he's going to toss back. That's Matt Brantley cutting it up the middle for another big gain. Picks up about 12 yards there and another first down. And right now, that big college-like offensive line of Eastridge is just taking this game over, Joel.
Yeah, they're asserting themselves now. You can see bigger and bigger holes. And the defense is wearing down a little bit. They're still out there playing hard, don't get me wrong. But this offensive line is just worn down, this Irondequoit defense.
When you guys got that size, when you've got guys that size just leaning on you every play, it's difficult not to get tired. There's a draw play or a trap play to Torres, and he is going to pick up another first down. They're picking him up on every play now.
Yeah, getting about 10 yards every play in this drive lately. And it's just tough. There's just so many weapons out there, and you don't know who the ball is going to. It seems to be a different runner or receiver each play, so they certainly spread the ball around a lot and keep you on your toes as a defense.
And Ruben Torres is a new weapon to this offense. He's a senior, but a new weapon because he transferred from Aquinas and came in and has made a huge impact on this Eastridge offense. And head coach Jason Jobson could not be happier with him.
Last year's Class AA sectional finals MVP.
You don't see that happen very often.
Not a bad one to get transferred to your team.
There's Brantley again. They're just mixing it up here, giving everybody a chance. And once again, a first down on first down. I believe that might be 4 in a row now where they've picked up first down on first down.
The Irondequoit defense, you can just see, tired.
Yeah.
They've been out there a long time. I don't know possession numbers, but it's got to be close to 75-25, 80-20. They're just physically worn down at this point.
Eastridge with 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. This time they're going to throw the ball wide out. Oh, and it might have been picked. It is picked. And there is nothing but green down the sideline. We'll see if Sharon Davis, and he can. Sharon Davis comes up and is able to take down Trey Brown, but a huge play for Irondequoit. Another huge play on defense by Trey Brown, his 2nd interception of the day.
That is a big-time play for a team that desperately needed something like this. What concentration as he comes down with it, takes it down the sideline. You think he's going to go all the way, and then there's Sharon Davis bringing him down. But what a huge play for the Eagles.
So the Eagles will set up inside Eastridge territory. at the 47-yard line with 7:39 left to go here, down 20-0. We'll see what kind of risks head coach Dan Fichter is willing to take at this point. You're going to hand the ball off this time to Jaden White. He's going to pick up, close to 4 yards, maybe 5.
We're ticking down to about halfway through the fourth already. You can believe that. Eastridge had that ball for a little over 7 minutes to open this quarter. So if you're Irondequoit, you got to start taking some shots now. You're running out of time.
And Coach Fichter, again, told us earlier in the week what a great surprise that Jaden White has been. Ryan DeRosa was slated to be their starter at running back, at tailback. He went down in the preseason, and Jaden White was barely on the depth chart last year, and he has come into this season ready to play. And as Coach Fichter said, something has just clicked with him where he's getting it, and he's really showing what kind of player he can be.
Yeah, he's a good runner. It's fun watching him out there. He got a high motor. Replaces another Jaden Turner, who was here last year. Was explosive running back. He's kind of that same mold. And kind of jumped right in. And it'll be interesting to see him progress over the years too.
So we're looking at 3rd down here. 3rd and 7. Obviously, this is 4-down territory, so you don't have to worry about picking up a first down here. If you can just pick up a chunk of it. There's a ball out to the right-hand side, and that is going to fall incomplete for Calarco. He went down the right-hand side, tried a timing route, throwing one up, but Schaefer just was not able to get underneath that one. So now they are looking at 4th down and 7, obviously going for it here. And we'll see what kind of play they're able to dial up for the Eagles.
Good defense on the outside there by Brantley, a cornerback, and Sharon Davis coming over top for support. It's a good-looking ball, just a little bit overthrown. Schaefer had a little bit of separation, but the ball just a tad overthrown.
Play being called in from the sidelines. Offense getting set now. Calarco with wideouts to his right, 2 to his right, 2 to his left. Takes the snap, rolling out to his right, looking, completes, and that's all gonna depend on the spot. Now we've got a flag down, and we might have interference, even though Jaleel Davis was able to pull that ball in. We've also got a player down, an Eastridge player down on the sideline, the far sideline, rolling around on the ground. He looks like, I can't see who that is, but in obvious pain over there.
Yeah, it's hard to tell from our vantage point, but I think that penalty is going to be pass interference. Looked like the cornerback got there just a little bit early.
Yep, and he caught the ball. It was a nice catch by Jaleel Davis, and that is going to be interference. It's going to be a 1st down. So we will take this opportunity to take a quick break here, Joel, and we will be right back on the Varsity Media Sports Network. That's Noah Bowens. You're looking at the heart and soul of that Eastridge defense. He was down along the sidelines. He was able to get up and walk off under his own power, but obviously he is hurting right now. They were looking at his knee, and he has come off. And my guess is we may have seen the last of Noah Bowens for the day. I could be wrong, but we'll see how that plays out. But Irondequoit on the move right now. 1st down from the Eastridge 44-yard line. There's the snap. Calarco looking deep down the sideline again, and that one falls incomplete. He was looking for Jaleel Davis again. They had just hooked up on a play that ended up turning into a 1st down after an interference call, but Jaleel had made a really nice catch despite the interference and probably had gotten the 1st down on his own.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they accepted that penalty or not. It looks like about the same spot as the catch was made. But yeah, a little hitch and go there for for Davis. Just
quick snap there.
There's that play.
And and Jaleel Davis takes the pitch, and he breaks it up, cuts it up the middle, and we have another player down, another Eastridge player down. That was enough for a first down, but we are going to get a stoppage here. Once again, trying to see who that is. And
3. So Tyshawn
Roundtree down on the ground.
Yeah, and he's also looking at
the left leg right now.
Grabbing his hamstring, but I'm not sure if that's what's injured or not. But either way, a couple plays in a row, and that's not what you want to see if you're Coach Jobson and the Eastridge Lancers.
All right, well, he's not on the field. Why don't we take another break right now? You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network. Well, we've had a rough fourth quarter here, a number of plays going down, but the good news is they've all been able to get up and walk off under their own power. And when we went to break, Tyshawn Roundtree was down on the ground, but he has gotten up and is walking off under his own power, limping, but walking off under his own power. So hopefully that's good news. As Irondequoit comes back out onto the field, it will be a first down for them on the 19-yard line. Nick Kolarko going to fake the handoff. He's going to roll to his right. He's got Schaefer out there again. Schaefer is going to be close to that first down marker.
Very close.
The gentleman holding the marker out there got caught up in that, and he went down. Somebody sent that guy a free piece of pizza or something. He got hit hard right there.
He appears to be okay. He's got what I thought was a little smile on his face, so I think he's all right.
Looks like it's going to be second down. Kolarko up to the line of scrimmage quickly. The pitch again to Jaleel White. I believe it's Jaleel. Yep. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, Jaleel Davis. I apologize. Jaleel Davis. And Irondequoit is picking up the pace right now on offense. 5:17 left to go here. They're down 20-0. And that is going to bring up
first and goal.
First and goal. They picked up the first down there. First and goal from the 9-yard line, it looks like. Kolarko gets his team ready to go. Schaefer split out to the right, one-on-one coverage. This time he's going to hand off again inside, and this time the Eastridge defense is ready for it. Aries Holt right there for the stop. Might have lost a little bit right there.
He was all over that play. There was no way White was getting out of that tackle.
Irondequoit up to the line of scrimmage again quickly. Kolarko rolling to his right.
He's got a man.
Looking, he's got Schaefer out there, and boy, that is a great play. I thought that ball got knocked down, and that was caught. That's caught for a touchdown. Schaefer pulled that in. He had a guy all over him, and Schaefer is able to pull that ball in. A great pass and a great catch, and Irondequoit is on the board.
Nice play design there. They looked pretty good rolling Kolarko out of the pocket, and this time just a good job, good separation by Schaefer. Comes away with a nice grab. Gets Irondequoit on the board.
Boy, perfect pass right there, just beating the defender. So with 4:27 left to go, the Eagles are on the board, and they're going to try and kick the extra point here. It's up, and it is good. No flag. Oh, there is flags down in the play. This looks like it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Yeah, after the play.
And that'll get assessed on the kickoff. So with 4:27 left to go here, Irondequoit gets on the board, 20-7 now, down 20-7 after a great hookup from Nick Kolarko to Connor Schaefer, and they've been doing it all afternoon, actually, Joel.
That's been the best connection so far for Irondequoit on offense is Kolarko to Schaefer. And once they started moving Kolarko out of the pocket, he looks very comfortable on the run and getting outside the pocket. And I've started noticing that more and more in this game. And that play is just designed to perfection, a great throw. And Schaefer with the separation comes away and gets Irondequoit back in this game.
So with that penalty now, Irondequoit kicking off in Eastridge territory. I don't know that you want to hand the ball back to this Eastridge offense. Is there a better time than now for an onside kick? We'll see what they decide, but you're still 2 scores down here.
Yeah, worst comes to worst, you're going to give them the ball at about 30-35, which they may have started at anyway.
We'll see what the Irondequoit coaches have decided as we get ready for the kickoff. Yeah, sure enough, that's an onside. That ball's bouncing, it's up in the air, and it looks like Eastridge was able to come down with that ball. But, boy, that was a really nice attempt at an offsides kick. Exactly what you want the ball to do. A couple of quick bounces, and it popped up in the air.
Yeah, it was well done, but I think that was Hector Jimenez that came away with that hop. Pull this one back and take another look. But like you said, a great kick. It went 10 yards, and there it is bouncing around. And there is Jimenez, I believe it is, coming away with that ball for the Lancers.
That is nice hands.
It's the hands
so,
team.
Eastridge will set up shop from their own 31-yard line.
So now the challenge is if your Irondequoit's defense is making a stop, you still got to make a couple more stops. So we'll
Got to
see
get him off the field.
Yeah.
Yep. Once again, Sharon Davis under center, and he's going to hand off once again. This time it is Matt Brantley, and he right back at it. They're picking up big chunks of yardage. He picks up about 9 yards. Nope, they're going to call it 10.
Looks like another 10, yeah.
They're going to call it 10.
Out there, too.
Yeah.
This offensive line, hats off to them for playing a really good game and creating holes. And these runners for Eastridge are doing their job, too. Waiting patiently, hitting the holes, picking up the yards.
Yeah, let's run it down again here. Najim Dardell, the left tackle, 6'4", 325. Jeremiah Fryer, 5'7", but 266. Austin Schaefer on the other side, guard, 6'3", 315. And Justin Diaz, 6 foot, 280.
Oof.
Those are some big guys in there, and they start hitting you on every play just like this. And there is Ruben Torres letting those big guys up front open the hole for him, and they are taking advantage of it right now. Another big gain on first down.
That would be what, as a Giants fan, Dave Gettleman, GM, would call a hog molly.
Yeah.
That's what those guys are out there. Those are hog mollies.
Yeah, I haven't heard of one, but I got to believe you got to come up with a nickname for this offensive line, and maybe the hog mollies is it. Maybe you just did it, Joel. Maybe you came up with it. So first down from the Irondequoit 38-yard line, coming down to 3 minutes to go here.
As the rain's starting to pick up a little bit too.
Yep, falling harder, and Irondequoit needs something big to happen here for them. And it's not going to happen right there. Great heads-up play by Jalen Hanna. He was breaking it out to the left side. Looked like he was going to go out of bounds, but he sat down inbounds and to let the clock run.
Yeah, he could have picked up another 4 or 5 yards, but like you said, wise decision, just laying down, letting that clock run, and see what this sportsmanlike penalty is. It's going to go against Eastridge.
But not something that you always see from high school kids, to have that awareness, and he just sat down to try and keep the clock running. The penalty obviously is going to stop the clock with 2:37 left to go and is going to move the Lancers back.
Yeah, he's a veteran. 3rd year now on varsity, I believe, for Hanna. So he's played in some big games. He knows the situation.
And at this point, all this does is give Eastridge more space to work with.
Yeah, if you're Irondequoit, you're going to run out of time here. But you got to, tip your hat to their defense in the second half, too. Able to slow down Eastridge a little bit here, something not a lot of teams have been able to do so far.
Absolutely. There's a snap. Handoff again to Torres. And Torres is going to not have very much happen there for him. First time, maybe all day.
Yeah. I should say slow them down on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
I mean, Eastridge has moved the ball pretty well in the second half, but the points matter, and they've been able to keep them off the scoreboard.
So Irondequoit is going to take a timeout here with 2:06 left to play, down 20-7. And they've got Eastridge in a 3rd and long situation here. So you've got an opportunity to get the ball back. You've got to make something happen here on 3rd down.
Seen stranger things in high school sports, in high school football, that's for sure. But you want to give yourself a chance. And if you make a stop here, get the ball back, you might have to stop it twice based on where they are on the field. Not sure if they were punted or not here, but you just got to keep building. And that's what Coach Victor talked about for his team is, young team, just build upon each week, get better each week. And definitely seen some improvements in certain areas from Irondequoit. And on the Eastridge side, it's kind of business as usual, right?
Absolutely. And the biggest improvement on the Irondequoit side is the turnover ratio. They are winning the turnover battle today 2-1. Now, the other big problem that Coach Victor talked to us about is where their turnovers were happening, and they were happening in the red zone. And again today, their one turnover happened in the red zone.
Yeah, in the red zone. And on the flip side, they also, one of their 2 takeaways was in the end zone as well. So it kind of goes both ways. But yeah, those are, for any team, those are tough, turning the ball over in the red zone like that.
So we'll see what the Irondequoit defense can do here. My guess is that Eastridge is going to be content to run this ball 2 more times, that they would probably even go for it on 4th down and run as much of this clock as they can. We'll see what happens as the Lancers line up, and this time they're back to their spread offense. Sharon Davis back in the gun. 2 wide outs to the right, 2 to the left. Sends 1 in motion. That's Brantley in motion. Dropping straight back, and he's going to let 1 go. He's got a receiver out there, but good coverage there. Great coverage there. And Aries Holt breaks it up. I'm sorry, not Aries Holt, looking at the wrong side. Lucas Brush again. He made a big play earlier in the game, and he had perfect coverage on that play.
Yeah, great job on coverage there. That's Davis just putting the ball up, trying to give his playmakers a chance to go up and make a play, but just a better play on defense to break that one up. He's played a pretty good game today.
Holt has, or Brush has, yeah. Yep. So Eastridge will punt the ball away here with 1:57 left to go. Snap. Kick is away. Fair catch down there inside the 10-yard line. And Irondequoit will be starting deep in their own territory, but they've got the ball back.
Got the ball back, and 1 timeout left, I do believe, and a chance to get some more points on the board before the end of this game. They brought the rush there on the punt. Almost got to him, but able to get the punt away okay. They're going to start back from, looks like their 7-yard line. Nothing else, give them a chance to work on their 2-minute offense.
Yep, well, the playbook's wide open right now. Throw everything you got at them.
And the way this 4th quarter is gone, I would say if you're Eastridge, just try to come out of here without any more injuries.
Yeah. So Calarco in the gun.
It's good to see Bowen back out there.
That's amazing, actually, the way he came off the field. Calarco going to keep it. Over to the right side, gets out of bounds, stops the clock. Not much of a gain there. Might have actually.
Looks like he might have got back to the line.
I guess he got back to the line of scrimmage. Yep. So it's going to be 2nd down and 10 now. And now they're marking him back a couple of yards. Play coming in from the sidelines for the Eagles. 2 wideouts on either side of Calarco now. Straight drop back. He's going to put one up over the middle, and that one is almost picked off. Tipped by Schaefer, and then out of the hands of the Eastridge defender. And I believe that was, Tony Arnold.
Yeah,
Tony Arnold, it just came off his hands. And that would have been, we mentioned it earlier, he's got 4. That would have been his 5th interception of this young season.
Yeah, he could have gone in for 6 on that one too. He had a steam going, just a little bit over his head.
So that's going to bring up 3rd and long, 3rd and about 12. Calarco takes a snap. Going to move around to his right a little bit, puts one out there, and just out of bounds for Connor Schaefer.
Would have been a heck of a catch, though.
Would have been. He made the catch, but he just couldn't stay in bounds. It was a nice try, and now that is going to bring up 4th down. With 1:34 here left to go, Eastridge on top of Irondequoit 20-7. And the Eagles will go for it, obviously. Nothing to lose.
Time from your 5, but like you said, 1:34 to go. You got nothing to lose here.
Calarco gets his guys set. Takes the snap. Forced to scramble to his left, and now he's going to try and keep it, and he is going to be brought down. And there's a penalty flag there. We got a penalty flag. He was brought down by Ruben Torres. I'm not sure that there was a penalty on the tackle. I'm not sure what the penalty would be on the tackle itself. Personal foul. Personal foul against Eastridge. So that is going to be a 1st down.
Oh, yeah,
for the Eagles.
There's a little helmet to helmet there.
Oh, is that what they call it? Helmet to helmet. Okay.
See if we can stop and back this up. Yeah.
Well, you're obviously really, really careful with that at this level. And so that gives life to the Irondequoit Eagles. 1:22 and the clock is counting right now. 1st down from their own 22-yard line. Calarco takes the snap, looking deep down the left-hand side, puts it up, and that ball's going to fall incomplete. He was looking for Jaleel Davis down there, but good coverage by Eastridge, and that falls incomplete. Stops the clock with 1:06 left to go here. Play coming in from the sideline again. 2 wideouts right, 2 left. There's a snap to Calarco. Quick pass over the middle again, this time to Jaleel Davis again, and he makes a couple of moves, and he's going to pick up a 1st down. Clock is running. And this time, the Eagles will use their, what I believe is their final timeout, and stop the clock with 53 seconds left to go. So, Joel, they're showing something here.
Yeah, they're not rolling over. They want to finish this game out strong, and either way, coming out of this against a high-powered offense like Eastridge, if it finishes 20-7, I feel pretty good about yourself here, Irondequoit, moving forward, right?
Absolutely, it will be by far the toughest game that Eastridge has had so far this year.
Yeah.
They were blowing teams out, and they've come in here, and Irondequoit has stood up to them, and they're going to see if they can get on the board one more time here.
Yeah, we go back to if you're Eastridge, you got to, at this point now that the game's kind of in hand, got to be looking forward to that showdown with Wilson next week. That should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, you get it. I think you just said it a few minutes ago. The first thing you want to do is get out of here without anybody getting hurt.
Right.
So at this point. So Irondequoit takes the field. 1st down from their own 34-yard line. Nick Calarco. 2 wideouts to each side of him. Going to drop straight back. He's going to put his head down. He's got all kinds of pressure, and he goes down this time. Ball came loose, but they're going to call him down. Calarco gets helped up off of the field. That was Andrew Moore who came around the end and got to Calarco.
A big shout out to this Eastridge defense. They've just played really well all game, been all over the field, a lot of pressure in the backfield.
Clarko scrambling again. He's going to look for the sidelines. He's going to get there and stop the clock with 23 seconds left to go. Going to bring up third down for the Eagles. It's like about 3rd and 6.
One thing you got to like, seeing the improvement of Clarko throughout this season, throughout this game. Just a junior. So if you're Coach Victor, you're going to have him back for next year.
He's absolutely excited about that. Clarko straight back, throws a little screen this time, and he's got Jaleel Davis. Davis makes a move, shakes a tackler, puts his head down, and gets over midfield. Clock will stop momentarily as they move the chains. 15 seconds left to go. We'll see if there's enough time. Should be enough time to get one more off. Looks like he's going to spike it. Going to take that snap and spike it. Clock's going to stop with about 11 seconds to go. And that'll give him time for some kind of shot down the field, maybe 2.
I got a chance for a couple more plays here. Try to pick up a first down, stop the clock, run up and spike it again, and then heave one into the end zone.
I think this next one, if they want to take a shot at the end zone, has got to be toward the sidelines, get out of bounds and stop that clock, because they won't have enough time to run up, I don't think.
Yeah, it'd be tight.
Clarko ready to go now. Calls Jaleel Davis over. Tells him something. Davis is in the slot there on the right-hand side. There's the snap. He's got to get this off quickly. He does. To Schaefer, and they get out of bounds.
Good call there, partner. Get the quick sideline pass and give yourself one shot here.
Yeah, and this is an impressive drive by Irondequoit right now. I'm sure, not the way the game's not going to end the way the coaches wanted it to, but these kids are showing something here. So 7 seconds left to go. Irondequoit with the ball at the 39-yard line of Eastridge, and you would think this one's going in the end zone somehow.
And if you're Eastridge, you got Sharon Davis and Tony Arnold playing deep, and you got Hannah backing up now. It's pretty good hands back there.
3 guys on the right-hand side. There goes the ball up. It's going to come down a little short, and that is going to be incomplete. They're going to get one more crack at it. Just under a second left to play.
One more shot, see if you can get it into the end zone here.
Oh, okay.
I don't know that Clarko can get it that far after seeing that throw, but we'll find out. But they may want to, I don't know if they'll even bother with a short throw and tossing the ball around. We'll see. Schaefer, who's been Clarko's main target today, he's in the slot on the right-hand side. 3 wideouts to the right. And there's that short little pass. We'll see what they can do with it. That's Jaleel Davis. He's finding a little room, cutting up the middle, and he is going to come just short. Taken down inside the 5-yard line, and that is going to be the end of the game. 20-7 your final. A great effort by Irondequoit, but Eastridge keeps their perfect record intact now at a perfect 4-0. And we'll be right back to wrap up this broadcast in just a moment. You're watching Section 5 football on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Welcome back to a very soggy Irondequoit High School. Literally, as that last play happened and the clock ran out on the Irondequoit Eagles with Eastridge winning this one 20-7, the rain really started coming down, Joel, and fans are just trying to scramble to get out of it right now. The Eastridge players are still just as happy to celebrate in the rain out there on the field right now. But we saw an impressive game by the offense of Eastridge. I think they decided to go to a little bit of clock management in the second half, and may have been able to put the ball in the end zone another time or two, but they just used the clock to their advantage after taking a 20-0 halftime lead.
And that's what they do too. They're all about possession, moving the chains, and that's something that they did, once again really well today. Keeping their offense on the field, trying to wear down the defense, and we saw it. This Irondequoit defense just ran out of gas. They kept them off the scoreboard, which is great, but they were able to move the ball kind of at will in that second half. So, it's about what we expected from Eastridge. Really good all-around team, and we look at Irondequoit on the other side. Like what you see in terms of improvement, them hanging in the game, not giving up, even though they were tired. They were fighting right to the end.
Yep, and that's exactly what Dan Fichter, I think, was expecting out of his team. He said the best is yet to come with this group, and I think they have played their best game by far so far this season, and that's a good sign. That's a really good sign. So, once again, as the rain comes down hard here in Irondequoit, the final 20-7, Eastridge over Irondequoit. For my partner Joel Belthazer and our photographer who has done a great job in this second half rain, Justin Fields, thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next time on the Varsity Media Sports Network.